What's up everyone? In today's video I want to talk about the downfalls of competing in either a bodybuilding or a physique show. Now, I've made some experiences myself when I was under the belt of John Otis Hollywood, but I've also talked to a lot of competitors, and I was and still am a member of John Otis Hollywood's training camp, where pretty much all his clients get together on Facebook. In this group they're pretty much sharing their feelings, their experiences and also their concerns during their prep. So the first downfall of competing in a bodybuilding or physique show is the simple fact that you have to drop your body fat percentage really low. And we're not only talking about single digits, but yeah, you have to drop it, especially if you're under John Otis Hollywood. He's famous for his conditioning. I mean, shredded glutes, really shredded to the bone. You can see striations, feathers and veins all over the place. And that's simply not healthy. Either way you turn it, your body hates it and your body will do everything to fight back. And your body hates that state. It is trying everything to bring the body fat percentage up. So I will start with my own experience. When I leaned out and I didn't have nearly as much muscle mass as I had now, so my calories had to drop pretty low. I was like on 700 calories or so, doing 3 to 4 very intense and long HIIT sessions a week, also miss cardio, and man, I was experiencing extreme cold. I was cold all the time. I always had to walk around with a scarf and also 2 jackets, whereas other people were walking around in t-shirts. I had blue lips, blue fingers, then also the hunger. No matter how much you eat, you feel hungry all the time and you're constantly thinking about food. The most important thing in your life becomes food, and that's such a bad and unhealthy relationship with food. And don't start with the binging and purging cycles. I'm very glad that I didn't have to make this experience, but I have to admit that I did have problems with binging. So really where I tried to stuff down as much food as I possibly could, and my cheat days just were insane. I mean, I was downing like 10,000 calories and my physique really showed it after, I mean, you can get away with one cheat day, but if you continue doing it, you will get fat as fuck really quickly. Now another downfall is that your sex drive will drop dramatically, especially if you're natural, because you can't just put hormones into your body. And studies have actually shown that a male's testosterone, it really depends on the person, but will drop significantly. And some people, in the worst case of scenarios, it will never return to the baseline again. Some people have more luck and they bounce back pretty fast. For some people it takes months to get where they were beforehand. And it's not only hard on your body, but also psychological. Your body's trying everything to stop you from dropping your body fat any lower. I was there and I have done it. And the problem is really that nowadays everybody's trying to competing. It's kind of a trend, and everybody tries to do it because they want to show that they have the willpower to do it. But in my opinion, most people should not be competing. If you're not earning money, or you really have the desire and the willpower to do it and to go through a full prep, you should not be attending it. I mean, even John Otis Hollywood says that for most people he wouldn't recommend them to compete, even though it's his job to coach people, just because he knows how unhealthy it is. And the problem is that once your competition is finished, sometimes the problem just starts. Because people get these binging attacks. The problem is that you don't really have a goal anymore. The goal was the competition, and now your calories are pretty low and you just want to start eating again. And what happens? People go through these binging and purging cycles, or if they're not purging, what they're doing is they have a huge cheat day and then they feel guilty start doing tons and tons of cardio. That's not a healthy relationship with food. So it's really also a psychological factor. You really have to be disciplined to go through a full reverse dieting process, because if you want to minimize the fat gain, I mean, of course you can have some cheat meals afterwards from time to time, but if you really want to minimize fat gain, you should really do a proper reverse diet. But like I said, it's so hard to go through that because you don't really have a goal in mind, like the competition day. And so it happens all the time that people gain like 30 pounds within 1 or 2 weeks after their competition. Another big downfall is that your mood will take a big hit. I mean, I really experienced this myself. I felt like shit, didn't want to do anything, you have no desire, your sex drive is pretty much disappears. I mean, I didn't have erection problems because I'm still pretty young and my hormones are still through the roof, but I really have to admit that I would rather in this situation eat a sandwich than have sex with a woman, just because I felt so powerless and tired all the time. So guys, if you decide to compete, be aware of what is waiting for you. It will have an impact on your job, your relationships and your health. So just be aware of it. And yeah, I hope this video helped you and you liked it. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I will talk to all of you in the next video. German Gains, peace out.